Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Motivated Results. We're going to be doing a quick review today on the NordicLifting gloves. That was hard to get out. Before I get into the details of the gloves, I did want to tell you guys, as I do with everything up front, just like the other products that NordicLifting has sent me in the past, they went ahead and sent me these for free to review. With that being said, there is no commissions, there's no sale, there's no code for you to get a discount on them. They're not. If you want them, you can go to Amazon and order them from Amazon yourself. Now, I have no connection to this company. I feel like I need to divulge that, and I need to talk about how I'm not getting anything from this. Basically, they send me stuff and I review it. With that being said and out of the way, let's get into this glove. I'm one of these guys that doesn't use gloves. If you look at my videos, I always curl, deadlift, pull up without gloves. I like the feeling of the knurling on grabbing the raw knurling off of the bar. I'm not a big fan of having these, and in fact this reminded me a lot of my Vibrams when I first bought them. That awkward feeling you have when there's something between your fingers is very weird. But with that being said, I got used to my Vibrams, and in fact now I like them a lot. So it's something that you're gonna have to get used to if you are not already used to using gloves. And I personally like the raw feeling of a bar, but with that comes maintenance. You know, you're gonna have calluses, you're gonna have rough hands, and you're gonna have to maintenance those, or not if you don't care. And gloves kind of save you on that. One thing you'll notice right away about the gloves, that it does have a very long strap that you do have to wrap a handful of times around in order to secure them. Now, I don't know if this is an intentional idea behind Nordic. I contacted him once about maybe thinking about incorporating a wrist support into this, because this is not provided wrist support. The multiple wraps around the wrist did not really support much, and you're not going to get any sort of carryover if you were to compare this to their wrist wraps, for example. You know, it's about, I would say, 25% looser than their wrist wraps can get. Now, as far as the quality of the gloves are pretty good. They're comfortable. You'll notice that the top of the glove has a softer piece that kind of separates it and allows it to conform a little bit more if needed when you're moving your hand around or gripping something. The bottom of the pad, your hand palm area, has a pad to it, and you'll see there that it does have a little bit of padding, a little bit of cushioning, and for the most part it's not bad. I mean, I can honestly tell you that I did use them, and I used them for, you know, a handful of workouts, but at the same time it wasn't something I kept in my normal repertoire of tools, if you will. A lot of that has to do with I'm not a big fan of the feeling of gloves, and that's it. You know, if you're one of these guys that wants gloves, if you're one of these people that needs gloves to work out or are afraid to callus your hands, and that's not me being an asshole, that's just the truth. You know, some people don't like it. Definitely look into a pair of these. I mean, it's not out of the realm to say that you should be replacing your gloves probably every 6 months to a year anyways, because you can only wash gloves so often or they tear. These do not have any tears, but once again, I didn't use them very often. My opinion is that you should be buying gloves every 6 months if you use gloves, because they do get smelly, they probably rip. Because of that, you don't want to spend a lot of money on gloves, and these are not expensive gloves. As it is, I think they retail for about $20 last time I noticed, and they're a good option. Like I said, with this being a disposable product, in my mind, it's a good option for you to look into. So questions, comments, post them down below. For the most part, I mean, these are gloves. I mean, they're very standardized as far as the materials go and what is used in comparison to some of the others, and all decent quality. With that being said, I also haven't purchased other gloves to compare them to, but for the most part, I would recommend them to people who need gloves and aren't looking to spend an asinine amount of money on another gym product. So that's my review. Questions, comments, post them down below, and we'll see you guys next time. Like everything NordicLifting that I lift, what? With that being said, with everything that is NordicLifting, So with that, we'll redo this.